unfiltered 2K18. Is that the intention behind the shirt, or am I just wearing any sweater? Hello everyone and Happy New Year, happy 2018. We made it, we're here, it's a new year, and with the new year, I think naturally it just calls for a lot of reflection and some time to think about the past year and, consider what the next year might hold for us. And one of my friends posted a blog post from this website called onbeing.org with Krista Tippett, and it was 7 questions to end 2017 with clarity and start 2018 with intention. And I really liked the questions in here, so I thought that I would actually go ahead and answer them myself and talk about it with all of you. I'm an external processor, so I really like sharing my thoughts with people, and hopefully this is something that you all enjoy watching as well. Let me know if you all answer some of these questions and what some of your thoughts are on, starting the new 2018 Gregorian year. I know that for some of us too, we'll be celebrating New Year's throughout the rest of the month, so Lunar New Year and Southeast Asian New Year. But yeah, so if you all are interested in hearing some of my reflections and intentions for 2018, then please keep watching. The first question is, what was one of the moments I was most proud of this year? What does that tell me about what I want to spend my energy, time, or money on next year? And I think for me, I was actually most proud of myself when I filmed the Desi and Katie Dose of Colors collection review. That was my first beauty video for this channel. It took a lot out of me, like a lot more than posting just a vlog, because a vlog is like, yeah, that's personal and that's my life. With the beauty video, it was just like, there's so many experts and so many beauty influencers and beauty gurus already out there that, for me to add my voice into such a saturated community, I just wasn't sure about it. But I decided to do it, and I challenged myself to do it, and I was really proud of myself for really following through with that goal and then posting it, and I got so much support from all of you, so I really want to thank you all for that. I'm also really proud of the content that I had for my Pinays to Pay Attention To video during Filipinx American History Month. All of the work that I did to make sure that I was putting out content that I was sure of and that I was proud of, and that I was supporting fellow Pinays who mean a lot to me. That was a video that I truly believed in and that I feel like was really good quality from me, so I'm really proud of that video. And as I look back on my year of 2017, I know that I had a lot of accomplishments in work and in life, and I think for me, those videos being some of my proudest moments this year tells me that I really need to spend more time, energy, and money on myself and this channel, and that it's something that I really enjoy doing, and I really want to invest more of myself into myself. And I want to tell myself that when I do that, when I invest in myself, then it's going to be returned 30 times back to me. And doing all of that will only bring more positivity and more abundance into my life. Question number 2, who really enriched my life this year in a big way? And who is someone I am wanting to get to know better in the year ahead? Honestly, actually, I have to say that one of my students, I'll call them C, enriched my life in a big way. Getting to know them throughout 2017 was probably one of the most spiritual connections that I've had in a long time, and every time I talk with them, I feel like I can reflect so much better on my life and my work, and when they share with me their spiritual journey, it's something that inspires me to find the signs in my life too. Every conversation I've had with them has opened up my eyes to something new and something different in terms of my spiritual journey. So I'm really grateful for my relationship with them. And then someone I am wanting to get to know better in the year ahead. There's actually a few people. My friend did this tarot reading for me last month, and one thing that stood out to me that he was saying is that I need to build my relationships with people at work, that I need to have a strong network of support because some tough times are going to be coming up, and I really need to have that network. I mean, I think I have a few really great colleagues and friends at work already. Keyword a few, like literally 2. So I plan on really reaching out beyond my super close-knit group of people and making time and effort to hang out with other people and get to know them outside of work, and strengthening my base and that network of support. Question number 3. It was a year of resistance for many people. What did I resist most effectively, and what did I surrender to? Something that I am overall really good at resisting is control. I grew up always hearing from my mom and believing that things happen for a reason, so I never really feel a need to control what happens to me or to stress out about what happens to me. It's always just kind of like, okay, well, that happened and now what? It's really just me acknowledging and believing that there is a higher power out there who has a divine plan for all of us. And I think that by accepting life, I'm also resisting some of the things that are happening, because I know that things will pass and things will get better, and I become more resilient because of it all. And I think that, you know, in itself is an act of resistance, especially in the current political climate that we're in. And not to say that like I'm accepting things and just like, okay, can't do anything about it, but it's like I'm accepting things and figuring out now what. I've tried to resist my body's autoimmune system. I tried many new things to help my body heal itself, and it didn't work that well, I'll be honest. And I tried, right? And I resisted, and I did a lot of things to help my body fight back against itself, if that makes sense. It's kind of weird when your own immune system is attacking itself and attacking other parts of your body, but I think that by trying new things and trying new methods of healing, I felt like I was resisting those like automatic processes, I guess, if that makes sense. As far as surrendering, I feel like I surrendered often to people's perceptions of me, especially in my work. Like, I know that people always are gonna have something to say about who I am or what I'm doing. They're gonna have feedback or things that I could be doing differently or doing better. And I know that's just a part of life and a part of work. I felt like it happened a lot more in 2017 than I was expecting. And a lot of times what people were perceiving of me really hurt. And it made me question my abilities, my strengths to do a job that I love, that, you know, I feel like I'm doing really well. And I doubted my own worth and my own value, and that didn't feel good to me. Another thing I feel like I surrendered a lot to this year was isolation. In the last 2 years, I feel like it's been really hard for me to turn to loved ones and lean on others for support or love, or to hold space for me when I needed it. I kept a lot of feelings and struggles to myself, and I've allowed it to just sort of be a part of me and consume me. And I've also tried to ignore it a lot, you know, and then there's no healing that comes from that. I would like to let go of that need for self-sustenance, that ego, and really remember that other people are there for me. They make themselves available for me, and that if I just call on people for support, they will be there. Question number 4, who did I feel most jealous of this year? What is that person up to that I want to bring more of into my own life? So in general, I think that I felt most jealous of people who invested their time and money into themselves by either claiming their own worth and asking others to really acknowledge that, or traveling, purchasing new goods, trying out new experiences. Like I said earlier, like in 2018, I really want to invest in myself, and that comes with that rule again, that for every effort I put in, it's going to be returned 30 times back to me. And I know that this world is abundant, and I have to remember that I'm worthy to receive all of this world's blessings, and that means that I have to bring a little bit more of like owning and naming and claiming what I'm worth and what I am valued at. When I can do that, others will see that, and others will follow, and others will truly believe. And, you know, if I'm going to be doing something, then I want to know what my time and my money and my effort and my energy is worth to do that thing. I'm usually pretty humble about my talents and my value, and that's, you know, just something that I hold strongly to in life, is humility. And in 2018, I think that I can find a way to balance humility and owning my worth. And I'm excited for that possibility. Last few questions. So, question number 5. When was I most physically joyful in 2017, and how can I get there more in 2018? I am an extrovert, so when I'm surrounded by other people who are super high energy, then I am super high energy. And yeah, I know that my energy and my mood really shifts when I'm in a room with other people who can match my energy. So that's one thing. I think I really want 2018 to be a year of focusing on relationships and hanging out with people, deepening connections, revitalizing connections. And I think that's something that will help me, feel more physically joyful in 2018. I also felt so much better when I did that no sugar / low sugar challenge back in May. I'm continuing to make better eating choices that will contribute to my overall health. Yeah, so like my best friend is starting a shorter reset next week that focuses on different organs every week, or like cleansing a different organ every week. So I'm gonna try that with her, and I'm really excited about that. Also, I love dancing. Oh my gosh. So when me and Liliana were in Hawaii in November, we went out to a dance club like every other night, and I just had so much fun. Like, I really need to do that more often and just like let loose, have fun, dance, even if it's just like me and Maple in the house and we're just like listening to music, I just got an Echo Dot and Alexa plays music for me. So I need to dance more in 2018. Question 6. What is one question that you found yourself asking over and over again this year? And what version of an answer are you living your way into? This question was actually kind of confusing for me, and it took me a long time to think about my response. I find that I'm always asking myself, how could I have done that better or differently? I am always just replaying conversations, moments in my head and thinking, oh, I could have said this better, I could have done that better, could I have performed that action more efficiently? Wondering if I had a negative impact on someone because of something I said or did. And while that type of reflection is absolutely important in my life, and I think that it's a strength of mine, I recognize that it can also hurt me sometimes because I can be just like super critical and just like stuck in my thought of like, how could I do better? And again, this is tied back to like knowing my worth and knowing my value, right? That it just feels like there's something that I'm like not doing enough of. And I think that's just something that as a woman of color, I'm going to experience for all of my life. And just, this questioning of enoughness. It's really hard to process through all of that every day, and I just get stuck in it. So what I've been trying to do is practice mindfulness more often and allow my thoughts to be just that, just thoughts that I can just acknowledge and it's there, and not let it feel like it's a negative reflection of me, but rather that it's just there. I think what I'm gonna do is invest in the Headspace app so that I have a resource that's available to me to help me continue practicing mindfulness. Okay, final question. So number 7, finally, in honor of Krista Tippett's beautiful modeling, what makes me despair and what gives me hope right now? So I think, like a lot of people, the state of the world as it is right now is a hard thing to look at and acknowledge. There's a lot going on, right? There's so much pain, there's so much injustice, so much wrong with the systems that we live in. And yeah, that makes me despair a lot. Sometimes I feel like my news feeds are so saturated with bad news that I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, here we go again. More personally though, I feel like what makes me despair right now is, I feel slightly stressed about some family things. My health is always something that I'm trying to cope with. So what gives me hope right now actually is the new year. I don't know if that's just the clichéness of today and of this being the first of the year and also a Monday and just all of the newness that comes with those things, I feel like something is different about this energy this year. I just feel like 2018 is going to be way more refreshing. Like every year, 2017 came with its challenges, and I just feel like it came with so many more lessons learned that I did not expect. And this year, I feel like I'm ready. Like I'm ready for whatever is going to come my way. I'm ready to put into practice some of the lessons learned from 2017. I feel like 2018 is just going to be a more personally uplifting year for myself, and I'm really excited about all of the possibilities, so that gives me a lot of hope. I think something else that gives me hope is just the fact that with all of the shitty things going on in the world, there is 10 times as much resistance. And there's hashtags, there's movements, there's organizing that's happening every day to combat and deconstruct these systems, and there are people who are making a huge difference, and people are not giving up. We're not giving up, and I think that is something that gives me a lot of light and hope and joy. Well, those are all the questions from the blog post. I will link it down below, and I'll also copy and paste the questions. And if you all want to reflect on your year and also start 2018 with a few new intentions, then I really welcome you all to do that and share with me some of your responses if you're comfortable. Thank you all so much for processing and listening with me today. I hope that 2018 will bring you all so many more blessings. I am definitely thinking about all of you, and I'm just excited for what the new year brings for all of us. So definitely stay tuned to my channel in 2018. I'm really excited to have you all come back and join me for more videos. And if you all have any ideas for things that you want to see, let me know, because your girl needs ideas. But anyway, I will see you all again soon. Bye!